Hi everyone. I want to keep this video short. For context and to understand why we're doing these steps, please read the article linked in the description before watching this video. The goal of keyword research is to find the keyword that people are typing into search engines to find the products or services you offer. If a keyword is searched for 1,000 times per month, it is a better keyword than one that is searched for 10 times per month, assuming that everything else is equal. This is the first thing we're going to look for, and we're going to call it the demand. Next, we're going to look for the competition, which essentially refers to all the other websites that are also optimizing their pages for the same keywords. So if 1,000 websites are competing for the same keyword, it's going to make it much more difficult for us to rank for that keyword than if only 10 websites are going after the same keyword. And we're going to call this the competition, assuming that everything else is equal, of course. We will then compare everything side by side and find our best keywords, but first we need to brainstorm, and this is where it's just a guessing game. We're putting ourselves in our visitor's shoes and trying to figure out what they would potentially type into a search engine to find us. So we're going to plug these into a keyword research tool. There are many tools that seem to come and go. I like using the Keyword Planner by Google Ads. In this case, I'll plug in a couple of keywords for an apartment building in Salt Lake City. Once we've plugged our keywords in, we can look through some of the suggestions Google has for us. I like to download the sheet and use Excel to keep track and organize the information. I also like to clean up the sheet by deleting all the unnecessary column, including the competition column, and I'll explain why later. I like to create a table out of the information just to make it easier to view and sort a little bit later. I also like to delete all the unnecessary keywords that are not really relevant, just to clean up the sheet and make it a little bit more manageable. Now, we have a sheet that is nice and clean, and it is with plenty of suggested keywords showing the monthly searches or demand we have for each of the keywords. So next we need to look up the competition. Now, the competition value that was in the sheet previously was based on the difficulty on the calculation that is specific to Google Ads. To find the competition, I like to look for pages that have optimized their title tags for each of the keywords. To find this, enter all in title and then the keyword into Google. This number refers only to the pages that are optimized for this keyword. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this right into the spreadsheet. I'll go ahead and do this a few more times just to give you an idea of what this sheet should look like. For easier reference, you can do a ratio column on your spreadsheet by dividing the competition by the demand. The larger the number, the better the keyword. We could also sort by the ratio to find our best keywords on top. To select the best keywords, we look at the numbers. That's very, very important. But we also need to look at the keyword itself and find out how indicative it is of buyer behavior. Apartments in Salt Lake City, for example, could mean that a person is looking to rent in Salt Lake City, looking for model homes in Salt Lake City, or looking to buy in Salt Lake City. But a keyword like luxury apartments for rent in Salt Lake City is much more specific and likely to result in a qualified lead, making it a better keyword. I hope you found this helpful. Finding the right keyword is a very important component of search engine marketing, and I encourage you to do this process twice a year or so just to stay current.